Hello, Panav and Ravindra. Can you hear me?
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am,
Good
yes, I
evening,
can.
Good evening to both of you. How are you?
ma'am. I'm fine, ma'am.
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
Good. Thank you so much. How was your day?
Ma'am, it was good.
Very nice. How is the preparation going on?
Ma'am, it is going on good.
Okay. So, welcome to both of you formally to this third and the last session of situation reaction test. Okay. So, before we come on to the slides, any questions you have for whatever we have covered till now?
No,
No,
ma'am, no
ma'am.
doubt.
Okay. I'll present my screen. Let me know once you're able to see.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see the first slide?
Yes, ma'am, I'm able.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so just a quick recap before we come to complex situations for this session. Recap of whatever we have done in session one and two. Okay, so what is, by and large, you both of you have very well understood what a situation reaction test is. What it exactly checks is your personality, your attitude, your behavior, your hidden personality, the stress you're able to manage, and your mental health. So it's kind of, it encompasses a lot of tests which check you whole and whole as a person, right? So, what all we
Yes.
have learned, what is the purpose of SRT?
Mm.
Ma'am, ma'am, the purpose of SRT is to check our reaction in a specific period of time or difficult task.
And why is it important?
Ma'am, it is important to check our qualities like leadership and also our presence of mind.
Ma'am, it is
Okay,
important to check our character, ma'am, which is very important to join the armed force.
good. Also, as an individual, it also checks that in any kind of situation, whether it's a normal situation or harsh situation, how well equipped a person you are to respond to any unforeseen event or incident, right? So it also checks basically that under pressure, how you're able to react, how you're using your presence of mind, how you're able to kind of use the available resources which you have, you how you use your prudence, right? So basically, it encompasses all these things.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, what were the do's and don'ts? What you should do and what you should not do while answering to the situation reaction tests?
Ma'am, we shouldn't lie. We shouldn't show angriness to the panel. We should not give unreal or filmy answers. We should not not we should not answer or ignore the panel.
Correct. We have to be polite. We need to stay calm. Take a moment, pause, then respond. If you're kind of recollecting your thoughts, you need to display your leadership qualities. Whatever your answer is, you have to ensure that you think of safety first, right? And it has to be a very practical and positive approach, right? Thank you so much for responding, Panav and Ravindra. I hope that you're able to now kind of assimilate things and bring it to present, like how you need to utilize this theoretical aspect while answering to the questions, right?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, we also delved on what are the qualities which are expected in RIMC students. So basically, the panel sits there to check how well equipped you are, to get into the RIMC. It checks for your discipline, your team spirit, camaraderie, how you respect your elders, the teachers, how much courage you have, both mental and physical, and how you're able to manage your time effectively because you are future leaders, right? You join RIMC, you intend to join RIMC with the kind of motivation that you'll become either army officer, air force officer, or naval officers, right?
yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we saw some situations in session 1, some advanced situations in session 2, which were topic wise, right? Situations which will exemplify your leadership qualities. The reaction will exemplify leadership qualities, the moral courage, the presence of mind, the emotional stability, the social responsibility, and high pressure situations. Today, I have not segregated them, these core moral value wise. There are situations which will exactly be targeted to you by the panel when you will be facing your RIMC interviews, right? But while answering, please do remember that you have to ensure that your answer depicts all of these qualities.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so we come to the first situation for the day, and it is you are going home on your bicycle and it gets a puncture. How do you react to it?
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, please, Panav.
Ma'am, if I was going to the going to the home by my bicycle and it gets puncture, then I would firstly like park it around like around the road or any building which is near so that the traffic doesn't get blocked. Then I would see that the puncture is major or the it is a minor puncture. Then if there is a minor puncture, then I would take it to the mechanics shop and like have a temporary puncture on it so that I can reach home safely. Or if the tire has been bursted, it is a major effect on the tire, then I would take someone's phone whom I feel is safe. Then I would call my parents to pick me from the place I am waiting.
Correct. So basically, first you assess the situation, right? Whether
Yes.
the puncture is a minor puncture or a major puncture, whether it can be fixed, whether you can drive home with that, ride home with that puncture, or you cannot, you know. So you have
Yes.
displayed your social responsibility also, right, Panav? By
Yes.
ensuring that you move to the side and not block the roads for the others, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Ravindra, do you have a different answer to this?
ma'am. I have a similar one, ma'am, but I have another method.
Okay, please tell me.
Ma'am, first of all, ma'am, what I would do is park it in right next to the ma'am. Usually, ma'am, if it is a road, there would be shops around the road, ma'am. So I would park it right next to a shop, ma'am. After that, I and ma'am, after that, I will call my parents in the shop nearby, ma'am, and I will ask them to come to the specific location, ma'am. And because if we are using a cycle, ma'am, it means it is a long distance and we can't travel through it punctured or walk as it could take so much time, ma'am. So I will ask my parents to come and help me, ma'am. And if they're out of station or busy, ma'am, the only other option is to take the cycle on the sidewalk and reach home safely, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks for your answers, but I would also explore another way. So suppose like what Ravindra you said, you're riding a bicycle. That means you are a little far from your home, right? So in this situation, instead of calling my parents or kind of walking up to any shop, and maybe that shop is not nearby, right? What I would do is I would explore some options like maybe an e-rickshaw or auto rickshaw or a tempo, and I would prefer taking my bicycle to a safer place and that safe place would be my home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very well said, thank you. Okay, you see smoke from a neighbor's house window, how would you react?
Ma'am, may I go first?
Please, Ravindra.
Ma'am, first of all, what I would do is go to the neighbors and knock on the door, ma'am, to see if anybody is inside home, ma'am. And if no, ma'am, and if anybody answers, ma'am, I could know if it is from cooking or if it is from damage, ma'am, fire damage, ma'am. And if there is nobody inside the home, ma'am, that can only mean one thing, that the house is on fire. I will call the fire department and I will also inform the neighbors as soon as possible after informing the fire department. Ma'am, and I myself will go to the house, ma'am, and check what has happened from the window.
Panav, do you have a different answer?
Ma'am, firstly, I would when I would observe that the smoke is coming out from the neighbor's window, then I would firstly take my mother's phone or my father's phone. Then I would call my neighbors to tell them immediately instead of going to their house, as it can be late due to some reason. If they are not at home, then I would like Ravindra said, I would call the fire brigade, as it is the only option to save the home from getting damaged by the fire.
Correct. And also, you will ensure that if the house is on fire, you will ensure personal safety as well, right? If you
Yes,
see that smoke is coming out and also the house is completely on fire, you will ensure that you do not go near, but immediately, promptly, kind of, you will first inform the fire services and then alert the owner as well, right? Because what Ravindra
Okay,
said, that he doesn't know whether the neighbor is in the house, is not in the house, right? So in
yes,
either
ma'am.
cases,
yes,
it is important to alert the owner. Maybe he's inside, he or she's inside, and they want some help. Maybe they are outside and they really do not know what has happened to their house when they are not present there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Okay. Your friend fell ill before an important exam. What would you do?
ma'am, may
Ma'am,
I
may I?
please?
Okay, we'll do it alternate, right? So this time I
Oh,
think Panav will go first, and in the next question, Ravindra will go first. Fine?
sure.
Okay.
If my friend get ill before an important exam, then I would suggest him to call the teacher or message the teacher that he has been fall ill. I would recommend him to send a photo of the healthcare certificate, and also I would tell him to give the exam in the health center of the school.
Okay. Ravindra, do you beg to differ?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, first of all, ma'am, if it is an important exam, that means there is an invigilator, and before the exam, we definitely won't know who the invigilator is, ma'am, because of exam rules, ma'am. As some people could cheat, ma'am. After
Yeah.
that, ma'am, I will help the friend to come to school with his medical certificate and all his hospital papers. Ma'am, then I will show the invigilator and the head of the school or the head of the examination board. Ma'am, then I will ask him to ma'am, then I will tell him to ask permission to write the examination in the sick bay or in the staff room as Panav told.
Okay. So in this particular situation, both of you have rattled lot many things, right? We do not do that. We need to avoid this because we learned, right? We need to have clarity. So the
Okay, ma'am.
situation is very simple. It says your friend has fallen ill before an important exam, right? Taking to healthcare center, writing an exam there, taking to headmaster. This decision will be taken by the teacher, right? You just have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
respond to this situation that, okay, Panav and Ravindra, you two are there and say, uh, I mean, God forbid, but suppose, for example, Ravindra falls ill, right? So, what would be just related to a very real life thing? Okay, let me give my example. Panav and I are friends. Okay, Ravindra?
Okay.
Ravindra with me? Both of you can hear
Yes,
me?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
I can hear.
So, Panav and Vasudha, we are friends, and Vasudha falls ill, right? Very simple situation. Tomorrow we have to write an exam. What would Panav do? Immediate reaction: I am ill. He should take me to the doctor. He should inform the teacher, right? And Thereafter, whatever action is to be taken, whether Vasudha should write an exam, should write an exam in the healthcare center, should write an exam in the principal's office, right? That is 100% the teacher's prerogative. With me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So immediate response should be Panav takes me to the doctor, I take the medicine, but I need some help basically with the preparation of the exam. So Panav helps me with his notes.
Yes,
Rest of
ma'am.
the decision the teacher takes. So basically, quotes, whatever is the situation, please stick to that. Do not go haywire. Do not digress from the situation. Do not kind of procrastinate that, okay, this can happen, that can happen, this should be done, this should not be done. No, we are thinking because we are discussing here, right? But when a panel is sitting there, it's a very direct question, a direct situation, and they really want a real life example, real life response to that situation. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, shall we go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, your grandmother has got a stroke just a night before the exam. How would you react to this?
Mm,
Ma'am, just a night before the exam, ma'am, if my grandmother has a heart attack, ma'am, what I would first do is ensure that she reaches the hospital safely. Ma'am, then I will inform my parents as soon as possible, ma'am, and tell them they are in this specific hospital and in this room and to take care of them as I have an exam the next day. Ma'am, and without taking any stress that grandmother is not good, ma'am. Ma'am, I'll go and give my best shot at the exam. I'll come back to the hospital to help my parents and I mean help my grandmother.
Very good. One of
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if my grandmother has a heart attack, then I would firstly take her to the hospital with my parents. Then I would, in the hospital, I would learn the important notes of the exam while taking care that my grandmother don't have any problem in the hospital. Along with that, when I will go to the examination center to write the exam, I would not feel stressed as my grandmother's health is not okay. But when I would come back to from writing the exam and I will come back to the hospital, I would surely take care of my grandmother.
Okay, thank you so much. While preparing, these situations, just a small anecdote. It was the year 2011, and I had gone for my SSB interview. It was in Mysore, and mobile phones aren't allowed, right? And my
Yes,
grandfather got a heart stroke, and eventually he passed away, and I never came to know. It was only after I, cleared my SSB and I was selected and shortlisted. And when I reached back home, I got to know that this all has happened while I was away. So, yeah, I mean, before, kind of giving this situation, I was thinking whether I should write it or not, but it was so much relatable because, I suffered a similar situation while I was away from home. So, just thought of sharing with both of you.
Okay, ma'am.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, the next situation, thieves try to rob a bank as you exit. How would you
Ma'am,
react?
ma'am, it is not able to, like, I am not able to see the situation as my phone screen is small. Can you repeat it?
Okay, I have exited from presentation
Yes,
mode. Can you see now?
now I can.
Yeah, so the
Yes,
situation
ma'am.
is thieves try to rob a bank as you exit. What would you do?
Like, ma'am, if we are exiting and the thief enters the bank while we are
Yeah,
exiting.
yeah, yeah.
Ma'am, if this situation takes place, then I would immediately alert the guard and all the security authorities which are in the bank. I would then also call the police as we should inform police first as they can take strict actions against it. Uh, I would stay away from the bank as as the robbers can also have arms, which can also which can also be danger for me. I would immediately call all the people to come out of from the bank, as the people can be used as hostages by the thieves. So according to me, the first thing is to alert the guard and other security authorities, then the police, and then evacuate all the people from the bank.
Okay, Ravindra, how about you?
Ma'am, if I exit the bank, ma'am, and thieves come to rob the bank, ma'am, then I have nothing. Then I can not do anything with the people inside and the guard, ma'am. Ma'am, then I will close the doors and hold it tightly, ma'am. And if able to lock, I will lock it, ma'am, as the thieves should not run off, ma'am. And I will do it in a very quiet manner, as that could also cause hostages to die. Ma'am, after that, I'll call the police as soon as possible and give them the bank's address, and they will be there, ma'am. I will tell them to be careful as there would be hostages. Yes, ma'am, that's it.
Okay, thanks, Panav and Ravindra. But just imagine, you are small kids, right? And you
Yes, ma'am.
actually come across such a situation that you see armed thieves getting inside the bank and you are exiting. Do you think you hold the door and you'll be able to stop them from kind of running away?
Oh, ma'am.
Then
Ma'am,
just
according to
imagine,
me,
visualize it. If this
yes,
sort of
ma'am.
situation is happening, what should be the immediate action? We are no
Ma'am,
bodybuilders, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then,
Uh, Ma'am, can I again say my answer?
yeah, please imagine the situation, visualize it, and then come up with a real life, relatable, practical answer to this.
Okay. Ma'am, according to me, the safety of people is more important than the thieves to catch the thieves. So, firstly, I would start to shout that the thieves has entered the bank, and all people will run out of the bank. Then I would immediately call the police without going near the bank, as the thieves can have arms. And along with that, the I would also inform the guards if they are away from the bank, as they can have a lunch break, or they have any other situation.
Okay. Ravindra, anything else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, first of all, ma'am, what I would do is go away about some 2 to 3 blocks as soon as possible. Ma'am, then I'll call the police, ma'am, as my personal safety also matters. Ma'am, after that, ma'am, after calling the police, I will let all the people around the bank know, ma'am, as they might be able to help. Ma'am, after the police come, if they somehow run away, ma'am, I will try to remember how they looked and tell the police, ma'am. If
Okay. So a mix of both the answers. Immediate reaction would be I would run out, right? Because personal safety is important. Make a lot of noise and start shouting this also. Call the police. Because in that moment, when you have already seen the thieves, you'll also be in some kind of panic, right? And all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
yes,
actions you cannot take, kind of letting the people inside the bank know, letting the people outside the bank know, informing the guards, calling the police, everything you cannot do, right? So you'll immediately rush out, make a lot of noise, gather people around, and ensure that all these things happen. The guard is alerted, the doors are closed, the police is informed, and people are informed, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So in any situation, to both of you, take a 2-second pause, like I always say. Visualize the situation and knowing your capability and strength, reply. How would you would actually respond to that situation? Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Great. Okay. You are traveling by train in RSC, and the TT agrees to give you two berths if you pay bribe. Take 2 second pause.
Ma'am,
Think. This is a very relatable example. We all come across this.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, what is RAC, TTE, and births?
Okay. Panav, you have traveled by train?
No, ma'am.
You have never traveled by train?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I say my parents to go by train to some place, but they always say we will go to flight or by car.
Okay. Okay. I literally had to stop sharing the screen and see both of your faces. I thought it will be a very relatable situation. Okay. Ravindra, how about you?
yes, ma'am,
Have you
multiple
traveled by
times.
train?
Yes, ma'am.
You've traveled multiple times, right?
Yes, ma'am, many times.
Okay. Okay. So, Panav, because you don't know, uh, you know that there is a lot of waiting in trains when you the reservation window opens. Good that you asked, because I mean it's a very common situation. You will get some or the other question related to trains. Okay. Trains connect. I think trains is the only kind of mode of travel which connects all the cities and small villages, towns, places, right? So reservation window opens 3 months prior to the date you travel. Okay.
Okay.
So mostly when you book a ticket which is closer to the travel date, you do not get seats available. Seat matlab berth. Berths mean seats. You were not able to understand berth, right? Berth
Yes,
is
ma'am.
train ki seat. Okay. So couple of times what happens is your reservation goes in waiting. Waiting means you
Okay.
do not have a confirmed berth. Okay.
Okay.
So at times they open RAC, which is reservation against cancellation. So one berth is shared by two people. So at least that surety is there
Okay.
that if your ticket is an RAC, you can at least board the train. You have a place, a seat, a berth to sit. If it's in waiting, you definitely cannot board the train, right? TT is a person who
Okay.
comes to check the ticket, whether you have a ticket or you do not have the ticket. Ravindra,
Okay.
you want to add anything else to this train and bird saga so that Panav understands a little better?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for example, ma'am, whenever someone travels through a plane, ma'am, they will when it is an emergency and they need to go to the plane at the last minute or the last day, ma'am, then all the seats would be booked and some people need to cancel, ma'am, just like that. That happens in the train.
Exactly. So, Panav, you are able to understand now.
Yes, ma'am.
Next vacation, you request your parents to take you on a train ride. Definitely now to, save time, we tend to travel always by flights. I think it's been a long time since I have also, kind of boarded the train, but it's an experience and you should have this experience, especially when you are staying in India, right?
Ma'am,
So
ma'am, I
yes,
tell my parents, but
yeah,
my father has a back pain, so when he goes to
okay.
the train, he feels like
Okay. So when you
that.
grow up, probably that time you take a train journey alone. I went to, when I appeared for my SSB, I traveled by train all alone. So I think Panav, you will also get to do that after a few years, right? Okay. So coming back to the situation says that you have a berth which is against RAC. The TT comes to check the ticket and he offers you this proposal that if you pay him more as a bribe, he will arrange for a berth for you. The question is understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How would you respond to this?
Ma'am, actually, I guess this is my chance, ma'am, as this is the sixth question.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ravindra. I'm perfectly okay with
Ma'am,
that.
sorry to disturb you.
No problem. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, Ma'am, can you please show the question once again, ma'am?
Okay,
As
I'll
I
do that.
think there is a small.
Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, first of all, if I'm traveling a train through RAC, ma'am, and the TTE agrees to give me two berths, ma'am. Ma'am, if I'm traveling a train through RAC, that means I have already gotten a seat to sit on. Ma'am, and the TTE uh, gives to give me two more berths if I pay him a bribe, ma'am. Ma'am, but I never would need two more berths, ma'am, for one single person. Ma'am, so I would reject the offer, ma'am. Ma'am, even if I do need, ma'am, I would have rejected the offer, ma'am, as it is not honest and I do not support.
Correct. So basically, this situation checks your morals, right? It's a bribe.
Okay.
Panav, you are able to understand this part?
Yes, ma'am.
So bribe is anyway a negative term, right? Hindi mein we say no ghoos. That is
Ma'am, I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am, I think you have internet issues.
Ma'am, we were
Hi,
not
Panav.
able to.
Hi, Panav and Ravindra. You can hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry. I think there was some
Yes,
issue
ma'am,
at
I
my
can
end.
hear you now.
Okay, okay. So we were at this situation where we were talking about the birds and the TT and the bribe part of it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next situation for you is your team is losing a game and you are the captain. How would you respond?
Ma'am, if I am the captain of a team in a game and my team is losing, then I would just say them to give their best. Even if they lose, they would have experience that is more valuable than a win, as this experience would be very helpful in their journey of the game, as they would able to learn from their mistakes and would be able to would be able to win the next or the any other competition that they would participate in. I would also
Correct.
motivate them to
Correct.
play more harder.
Correct. So, Panav, you have motivated your team. You have showed a positive attitude. You have led the team and emerged as a team player, right? So you have displayed leadership skills. You have displayed skills that you are a true sportsman. You are a team player. You have motivated them. Shown. You've given a very practical and positive answer, right? Ravindra, do you beg to differ here?
Yes, ma'am, I sure do. Ma'am, what I would first of all do is after the match is completed, ma'am, I will say the team we all have worked very hard and I will applaud them for that. Ma'am, after that I will motivate them and build up new tactics that can help win the next match. Ma'am, I will also help cover the weak points of the team. Ma'am, and if anybody tries to blame me as a captain for the loss of the match, ma'am, I politely explain them that this is a team game and everybody does mistakes. It is not a single person's mistake, but we all have to improve from our mistakes.
Okay, so Ravindra, thanks for your answer. But the situation is your team is losing a game. The situation never said that you lost the game, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
your answer is correct if the situation was your team has lost the game, right? Then what would you do is for the next game, you will change the strategy. You'll work closely with all the team players and understand what are the areas of weaknesses, what are the areas where more hard work is required, right? And you'll motivate them so that next game turns out to be a victory. But this answer would be perfect if my situation was that your team has lost the game. The situation here is your team is losing a game and you are a captain. You have seen in cricket matches, right? Last
Yes,
six
ma'am.
balls, last over left, and India has to make 10 runs, right? The captain calls
Yes,
everybody, they have a close discussion which nobody else is able to hear, right? So, those
yes,
5 minutes, 5 minutes, how as a captain you're able to kind of lead and cheer your team so that they do not get demoralized and give their best, because till the time you lose the game it's actually not lost. You still have a lot of scope. We have seen so many victories come India's way when maybe just a over was left and there was some 6 runs to be made, 10 runs to be made, 12
Yes,
runs to be made, right? So see the situation very clearly, visualize it, relate to it. Both of you must be big fans of cricket, aren't you?
yes,
Right? Even I am a
yes,
big fan of cricket, and we do watch cricket matches. Even if we are not big fans, we do watch, right? Because it instills in us, the feeling of patriotism. It shows us, watching these sports gives us an overall sense of leadership, of team spirit, right? Of presence of mind, of quick decision making. You're able to relate to this, both of you?
yes, ma'am.
yes.
Okay. Next situation onwards, do visualize the situation. Imagine that you are there in that situation and then respond. Okay.
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 Okay,
My situation is your suitcase with certificates is stolen before a test. What would you do?
ma'am, it is Ravinder's turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
I think
what
Ravin. Yeah.
Ma'am, first of all, what I would do, ma'am, I would go to the nearest printing shop, ma'am, and I would take a photocopy of all the certificates which I would have stored in my phone, ma'am. Ma'am, after that I would go and attempt the test. Ma'am, after that I would launch FIR or launch a complaint to the police, ma'am, through which my certificate, important certificates and the suitcase can be returned.
Okay, thank you. Panav, how about you?
Ma'am, according to me, if my suitcase with certificate is stolen before a test, I would firstly call my parents, then tell them what has happened. Then I would tell them to have a to like take a photocopy of all the documents or the certificates that I need for the test and give it to me. And I would wait for them till the time they come, and till the time they would come, I would also launch an online FIR of the suitcase, and I would also give the test confidently.
Yes, most important aspect. You will respond to what has happened. The situation is that certificates are stolen, right? But they should not impact the end result, which is you need to attend the test, right? It cannot be an excuse of not attending the test. So you need to attend the test confidently and not worry about the certificates which are lost, right? Anyways, it's a world of digital era, right? You would have the copies of the certificates online. The certificates are online. You would have a photocopy of that. Definitely, you'll have all these. So, your certificates, by any way, you will get them back, right? But the main aspect is you need to attend the test and write the test well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, my next situation is you appear for your SSB, and there you find out that you're unfit for flying, and all the while you were just dreaming that you'll be a pilot one day. How would you respond to this?
Ma'am, if I am like said that I'm unfit for flying, and if I want to be a pilot, then I would just ask that can I then I would ask the criterias for getting fit for flying a aircraft. And if it is not possible to get fit again, then I would have a choice of joining other branches in the Air Force, like the ground duty
Excuse me,
branch.
ma'am.
Sorry?
Ma'am, Ravindra was calling.
Yeah, Ravindra?
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt, ma'am, but my network is not good, ma'am. So can I turn off my video, ma'am, as it might
Yeah, yeah. Please,
help?
please do so. Please do so.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. No problem. Yeah, Panav, please
Ma'am,
continue.
Ma'am, I said that if I am not able to get a fit again for flying the aircraft, I would join the other branches in the Air Force, like the ground duty branch, which would contribute me to have a to which would contribute the nation to which would satisfy my mind that I have become an Air Force officer, even though I am not able to fly a plane.
Correct. Ravindra, you want to go ahead and answer? Ravindra, are you there?
No, he has left the class.
Okay, okay, Panav, we go ahead with you then. I think it was a good answer, well crafted answer, and it also displayed that you have fair knowledge of the Air Force branches, also, right? So
Yes, ma'am,
basically,
I
the
want to.
situation you want to join Air
Ma'am, I said
Force.
I want to be an Air. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. I wish you the best for that. But basically, the situation targets that if such a situation comes, How will you respond? So you just hit the nail, you'll not get demoralized, and at the same time you'll try to explore the other options like ground duty. It has got an accounts branch, it has got logistics branch, it has got ATC, FC, and lot many other areas, right?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
you are lost in the forest and you're alone. What would you do?
Mm. Ma'am, if I got lost in the forest and I am alone, I would firstly seek for a safe shelter, like a safe shelter, like a open area, so that I can set my tent. Then after that, after that I would remember the location of my tent, and I would go to find a forest officer's house if it is nearby. And if I am not able to find that, then I would take out my phone, and I would see the offline maps of the forest and try to navigate out of the forest.
Very good. But Panav, in this, what you can try to add is you try to find out any person, not just the forest officer, right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
you need to get in touch with at least one human being, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Marking the direction is correct. Trying to remember where you have found a safe place and then go about and finding a person is again correct. Using your maps, using your logic, and finding out the direction is correct. And also, you should go at a higher ground and try to seek help, especially in forest areas or areas which are, rainforests and all.
Yes,
Generally, there are kind of reconnaissance aircraft which are crossing, or maybe some choppers are crossing, flights are crossing, and the rescue team is able to see you and locate you. So also to your answer, you can add that you should find a high ground place and go there and try to shout for help, right?
okay, ma'am.
Yeah, and do mention that you'll stay calm and not panic.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so my next situation is you receive conflicting orders from two superiors. What would you do?
Ma'am, is it my chance or is it Panav's chance?
Ravindra, you can go ahead. I think you dropped in the last situation, so probably you can go ahead. I won't mind.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can I please ask the meaning of conflicting in this situation, that is opposing?
Yes, conflicting is opposing.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, ma'am, I would explain both the superiors that the another superior is asking me to do the same thing, asking me to do the exact opposite thing as he or she is saying. Ma'am, then if the superior still says me to do the work, I mean, both of them still say me to do the work, ma'am. Ma'am, I will try to merge both of the work and do it together, ma'am. Ma'am, if not possible, I will explain them clearly, and I will try to seek the ideology behind each person's order.
Correct. Panav?
Ma'am, yes. If I receive a conflicting order from my two superiors, then I would firstly stay calm and think that what to do. I would then talk to all my superiors, all the two superiors in private. As if I talk them in front of anybody other about this, they can feel disrespect. So I would take them. I would ask them to like I want to talk to them, and I would say that I am getting another orders from another superior. So and I would say this to both the superiors. Then I would ask both of them to merge and make a better order, which would also help the company or the branch more effectively.
Okay, so when you receive conflicting orders, they are opposing orders, right? So, Panav, like you said, stay calm. That is the first and most important thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ravindra, like you said, you will analyze both the orders, right? And
Yes,
then come on to one decision. So basically, both of you merge your answers, and that would form the perfect answer, right? Okay, so always
ma'am.
remember situation, reaction, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Your answer has to be the best possible related to real life situation. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
None of the answers
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will ever say, "Ki, nahi, Panav, you have answered it incorrectly, or I'll say, ki, no, you have answered it correctly. It's how you're able to present, keeping yourself, visualizing yourself in that situation. That forms the best answer, right? There's no wrong or
Yes.
right here.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so you see this word bribe for the second time today. Okay, so the situation is you see a clerk demanding a bribe for your father's pension papers. How would you respond to this?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please, Panav. Go ahead.
Ma'am, if I observe that a clerk is demanding bribe for my father's pension papers, then I would firstly warn the clerk that I can also take legal action against him if he asks for taking a bribe, as it is a right of my father to have the pension and its papers. But if he doesn't take action in the favor in our favor, then I would just complain about him in the superior authorities or in the judicial courts.
Okay, thank you. Ravindra?
Ma'am, the meaning of this question is that for to my father have pension, ma'am. The clerk is demanding some bribes, no, ma'am.
Correct.
Ma'am, first of all, what I would do is warn him seriously that a corrupt government does not work properly, and I can launch an complaint against you, ma'am. Even then, if he decreases the bribe a little bit and still and gives me more advantages, ma'am, trying to fall me into his trap, ma'am. Ma'am, then I will surely complain to his higher officer, which will and tell his officer to not keep such a corrupt clerk. Ma'am, then I will tell the clerk that I don't need my father's pension if I want to be corrupt.
Very good answers, both of you. So, first you said that you'll confront the clerk politely, warn him, you'll escalate to a senior officer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then also, if situation is not handled, you'll approach the legal authorities, you'll approach the government, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, the sequence of events has to be properly brought out, which both of you have done it exactly like that. So, good answer by both of you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. And yeah, do emphasize on this that you will refuse giving bribe, right? Accepting bribe is wrong, giving bribe is wrong, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the
Ma'am,
next situation is you find confidence. Yeah, Panav, you have something?
Ma'am, I was asking that it is ma'am, it isn't it understood that if we are like warning the clerk, so ma'am, we have to say that refuse the bribe.
You don't have to tell the clerk that you are refusing the bribe. In your
Oh,
answer, you have to tell this. That
oh,
first, yeah, so basically, okay. So what will you confront the clerk politely with? What would you
Uh,
confront? You would confront him by telling that no, we will not offer you bribe, right?
okay.
So when you're answering this to the panel, this has to be exclusively brought out that you will confront the clerk politely, telling him that you refuse to offer bribe. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Great. Okay, shall we move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
sure,
so this
ma'am.
situation is you find confidential school document lying unattended. What do you do?
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, if I see the confidential school documents lying unattended, I would firstly see that if a authority of school like the principal, class teacher, or any other teacher is around, then I would give the documents to them without seeing it. And if there is nobody around me and the dispersal has been taken place, then I would just take them and put them in the school's lost and found you box or the lost and found you disc.
Okay, great. Ravindra, I think we'll go to the next situation because otherwise you both of you will get late for the next session. You have at 8, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 15.
Okay.
Ma'am, 8:15 actually.
Okay, I think then we have time. Okay,
Yes,
but you can go with the 14 situation. A junior is homesick and crying.
ma'am, may I say the answer, please?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Ma'am, first of all, what I would do is to uh, uh, talk with him personally and ask what the problem is. Ma'am, after he shares his problem with me, ma'am, what I would do is uh, motivate him to stay alone and tell him it's okay, nothing will happen. Ma'am, after that, I will stop him from crying and I will tell, ma'am, and I will give him to the ma'am, the one who is like the in charge of the house, or ma'am, the teacher, ma'am, I will give him to the teacher to speak with, ma'am.
Okay. Panav, anything different?
Yes, ma'am. If my junior is homesick and he is crying, then I would firstly stop him from crying and ask that what has happened, if someone has bullied him or not. But if he says that he is just feeling homesick, then I would make him feel comfortable. I would tell him that all his friends are just like his family, so he should not feel homesick. But if also he feels homesick, then I would tell the warden that please give him some more time to talk with his parents on the phone.
Correct. So, Ravindra, like you mentioned that you will tell him to stay alone. You can probably rephrase this and tell him that it's okay to stay away from home, but we are family, right? Because we talked about being a team player, leading the teams, staying together, helping each other, bringing about camaraderie, right? So the junior
Yes,
need
Yes,
not
ma'am.
stay alone. The junior should try and mingle
ma'am,
with everybody
excuse
around,
me,
make
ma'am.
friends. Yeah.
Ma'am, what I actually meant was talk personally with me.
Okay. Okay. I take that. But you're able to understand the gist of it, right? If you're
Yes,
staying
ma'am, I
away from,
do.
not stay alone, but you should learn to stay together.
Yes, ma'am, we need to be like a team.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. I think this is the last situation for the day, and it's raining heavily, and you need medicines. What would you do?
Hmm. Ma'am, may I?
Please, please.
Ma'am, if it is raining heavily and I need medicines, then and if the medicines are not at home, then I would firstly call the nearby chemist shop that if it is open or closed. If it is open, then I would go in the car and get the medicine from the chemist shop. But if it is closed, then I would ask my neighbor to give me some medicines as I am sick or my family member is sick.
Very well said. Ravindra, how about you?
Mom, what I would do is first call, mom, if I need medicines, mom, first I will call, mom, there are multiple online platforms, mom, that can supply me things and daily things, etc. Ma'am, for example, big basket, etc. Ma'am, so I would order my medicines from there, ma'am, and I would reach, ma'am. But because it is raining heavily and they might not be able to serve me, ma'am, then what I would do is to wait for the rain to stop, or if I need the medicines real very emergencyly, I will take an umbrella and go, ma'am. Or I will book a cab and I will go to the medicine shop.
Both of you have given me very smart answers. Really feeling proud of you both.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So, with this, we come towards the end. Remember to stay authentic, logical, and resilient. The armed forces do not want any superheroes, but they really want people who are on the ground. They are genuine leaders. They are able to take pressure on. They are able to stay calm. They are able to lead their teams confidently, practically, with a sense of empathy. Right? Okay.
Thank you.
It was great interacting with both of you and all the sessions of SRT. Any questions, anything from your end which you want to ask
No,
related to SRT or any question?
No, ma'am, no questions from.
ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yes, please, Panav, go ahead.
Ma'am, like in the last question that you asked, Ravinder said that firstly he said that I would order it online, but he then immediately refused that the online services wouldn't be available. So, ma'am, we would give the possibilities that are not available, or we would just stick to the topic and which is the possible option.
Okay. So you have to stick to the situation. But what Ravindra said, he did not digress from the situation. He was just telling the possibilities. Very
Okay.
smartly, he needs the medicines, he will order online. But he also brings about this fact that okay, it is raining. It might so happen that the delivery man is not able to come, right? So he gives the
Yes.
second answer. So basically, both the options are addressing the situation, which is fine, which actually
O-
shows your presence of mind and smartness also.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay, then I wish both of you all the very best. And you're two confident boys. And I just hope and pray that you make it through RAMC.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the
Thank you,
very
ma'am.
best. Have a good day. No problem. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Bye
Have a
bye.
nice day.
Thank you.